Yeah, Southern Virginia, it was a training situation because we, we got hit with the snow up here, and in Virginia everything freaks out when there's even a warning for it. So the training situation was difficult. We were practicing on the basketball court on main campus. We find ways to get practices in, and we went to SVU. We did what we were supposed to do. We won 9 of 10 matches. I want to say we got bonus in every single win but one. But it was a good performance out of all of our guys. We wrestled solid all the way around. I think when I look at that duel, some highlighted performances that I see was Khalil Mitchell was down, did something stupid to get himself on his back, and he found himself down 9-6, and then he ends up tech falling the kid 25-10. And it's those gutty performances that we seem to be doing on a more regular basis. But other than that, I thought Gabe LeVay looked like Gabe LeVay. Went out there, got the takedown, got on top, and just stuck the kid. He did that for SVU and Ferrum. So the SVU win was big. Went out there, we dominated, we put a lot of points on the board, we challenged ourselves. And then when we went to Ferrum, that was a big one. We wrestled at home, and like I said, I say it all the time. It's like they're our biggest rival, and we won 9 out of 10 matches. They're a good team. Like people don't understand just how good Ferrum actually is. Like their current team right now. Like I want to say of the 10 weights, I want to say they have 5 guys who are in and out of the regional rankings. It's like they're solid. We just happened to win 4 out of 5 of those matchups. I think the biggest performances from the Ferrum night, first things first, like the crowd was amazing. That was awesome. I wish we could have wrestled them last year. I think this was a year overdue. But it is what it is. It's like we won 35-5. And it's just, it's deflating, especially in duels. We're a really good duel team. And it's deflating for people when, we get an upset here. Then the next guy shows up. Then the next guy. And it's just momentum after momentum. And that's what we did. It's like Brandon Woody beat Levi Engelman of Ferrum 19-7. Levi Engelman used to be ranked number 1 in the country. I don't care what weight class you're at. Levi Engelman is a very good wrestler. I was really high on him coming out of high school, and that's a heck of a win. And that's a match we're gonna have to be same way again if Woody wants to win a regional title. And you look at that. You look at Khalil Mitchell beating Sam Slate, who's ranked in the region. You look at Alex Turley being down in a match, finding a way to win 4-3. And then you look at Trent Ragland, who was out for 2 weeks due to the whole COVID situation. And he is down and gets 2 takedowns in the third period to find a way to win it. And that was the worst version of himself. So we were gutty, we were gritty, we were tough. And, it was I think the biggest thing what that match did was and really this whole weekend, we finally have the state of Virginia. If you ain't going Division I, where are you going? So, I mean, before it was like a lot of momentum, a lot of hoorah stuff, but where are you? If it's about being on a winning team, being not nationally ranked, being All-Americans, those type of things, you got to come to us. Gritty, tough. We don't make excuses. We just battle. And this has been a steady improvement, and it's getting better and better. We're wrestling so good right now. And they're not satisfied, which is a good thing. I think that's very rare when you have a solid team the way we do. I think it's easy to get content. It's easy to say screw this, but there was a moment last night, and it was actually after the dual meet where, so our freshman, Jesse Alvarado, got his first loss to Ryan Luth. Ryan Luth is, depending on what ranking you look at, he's ranked anywhere from 4th to 6th in the country. And, I go up to Jesse, and I'm like, hey, this is actually a blessing in disguise. because now we know what we got to work on. And he said, Coach, I already know. I already had 3 people say the exact same thing to me. And that's really cool. That's really cool. Not even necessarily other coaches. It's like the teammates are saying that. So it's like, it's just the fact that we have a team that buys into progression and getting better and not taking losses personal. Like, I think that's one of the hardest things because it is such a demanding sport where you want to take losses so personal. And it's like people go cry in the corner, they throw this, they punch a wall, they do whatever. And it's like, it's not what it's about. It's about getting better. And, you know, it was 2 years ago, we lost to Washington Elite 28-9. It's just, but now we have flipped it completely. And that's where I said, like, we're the best team in the state. And so it's like, when you look at that, Khalil Mitchell winning an overtime match, Billy Baldwin at 97, lost to that kid earlier in the year and now beats him this time around. Trent Ragland pinned the number 3 ranked kid in the region. If you don't have him number 1 in the region after this week, and I don't know what to tell you. You know, 25, we gave up a loss. You know, we threw in Logs in instead of Braswell. We wanted to give Braswell a break. Mason Barrett, another major, and you know, Brandon Woody knocked off a regionally ranked opponent, beating him 10-1. He's just wrestling his best wrestling right now. And Hunter Campbell with another win. I mean, going through the whole lineup, gritty performance by Turley. It's just, and then the last one is like, you know, Mosley lost to that Blizzard kid from Washington Elite 2 years ago. He pins him in 1:17. So it was crazy. It was their senior night, man. The place was quiet. It was quiet, and that was cool, man. In 2 years to flip it like that, just says the work ethic and the character of the team. Yeah, so Bluefield, it's a pretty cool event. So at 5:30 p.m., it's going to be Averett versus Bluefield. We're going to have a completely different lineup. We're going to start all of our 804 wrestlers. So the match is going to be at St. Christopher's School, where previous head coach Tommy Owen is the head coach there. They win the private school states typically every year. They're going to be going up against the public school state champs in New Kent High School. We have 2 New Kent wrestlers on our team. So it will be the 3A Virginia state champs versus the private school state champs at St. Chris. That match is going to happen after ours. It's going to be a cool event. We're excited. We're going to be, you know, part of it's a recruiting event. Part of it's just cool for the area, you know, because the 804 doesn't have a wrestling program right now, which is just silly to me. But it's going to be a really, really cool event for everyone. But we just got to, we'll go in there and wrestle. We got to wrestle with a high pace. Guys are wrestling good. You know, with these 3, you know, between the Washington Lee match yesterday, Bluefield on Friday, and then the Sunday McDaniel-Waynesburg, we're splitting it to where everyone gets off, like all of our starters, somebody's getting off at one of those 3 events. So some of our starters will be out for Friday, but we just got to go in there, do our thing, and it should be a quick day for us. Now Sunday, when we travel to McDaniel and to wrestle McDaniel in Waynesburg, I think the biggest thing is, you know, finish January strong. You know, we need to go in there. They got a tough 65 at McDaniel, and Waynesburg's got a tough heavyweight. The biggest thing is we respect all and we fear no one. And you know, on paper, I think we can just go in there and have our way. But at the same time, it's like you have to go in knowing that you're prepared, and proper preparation is doing the right things every time you compete. It's rhythmic. It's I'm going to eat this right after weigh-ins. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, it's everything's routine, you know. And so it's every day before this Thursday and then Saturday for practice. Everything's going to be routine for us. And I think that's going to help us get another 2 wins. Yes. So next Saturday, February 5th, Averett is hosting the Southeast Wrestling Conference Championships. This will be the last year for this conference tournament. we're excited. We're actually doing this. We're doing the seeds for it all now. So it's a 10-team conference. Team trophies go for the top 3 teams, and we're just really excited. Wrestling starts at 9 a.m. Finals start at 6 p.m. So it's going to be an event here at Averett. We're excited to host it, and hopefully Averett can bring home our first conference championship.